Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Let's Play Scarlet Hollow. And yeah, I think we got this one working. According to my technical aspects here on both ends, I have both YouTube and my own internet working properly. So apparently the stars have aligned. Any case, if you recall from last episode, we were about to dive into a haunted cave after a teenager, who we just learned about like a half an hour ago. So I guess that's who we're risking our lives for. But we have assembled our own Scooby crew. So, speaking of, our potential love interest and the other one. Okay, so Kanika, that was her. Alright, and here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me to an abandoned coal mine. Alright, so yes, as before, I will of course take advice on which choices I wish to make and give you a little bit of time. I'm not sure what sort of delay I'm going on here. According to this, yeah, there we go. According to this, it's gonna be iffy. But, yes, like I said, the teenager has dived into this unsafe cave, which is probably haunted by cryptids. Hello, Jeremy. Haunted by cryptids, and we're about to go in. Have teens always been like this? I really feel like I've missed out on my risk-taking years. I guess we should go after her, right? Maybe we should go outside. Hey! Why can't I be gung-ho about this? Oh, depressed about that. Anyways, let's go... yeah. The zombie dog is now staring at us. I never did anything like this. Haha, yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I poked my head in there a few times. Well, let's get in before somebody gets hurt. Well, let's go. Good lord, I know her eyes are supposed to be cold. I know. So hopefully I'm kind of hoping that we pace along with the episode, Sam, so that I can actually keep it going without having to do a sudden stop. But, you know, we'll see. They keep voting for it. Yeah, I forgot to mention that this is one of the 2 episodes that are voted on by supporters, because we have extra episodes per month for the number of supporters I have, or the amount I get supported, and we're up to 2s, and they get to choose what we have, and to this, and, right, Pillars of Eternity. Whoa, you want to tag along, Neeks? Neeks? Fantastic Worlds and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, and I'm not about to let Rosalind get hurt in there. Yeah, there we go. Even if it means I have to go underground. Right, she suffers from claustrophobia. Alright, cool. We're in. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Screw that. She's probably the person stalking us in... you know, the outfit of the lover she's killed. We went over the last episode. So, no! Screw it! I'm not doing my own personal Norman Bates gender-flipped stalker where I'm in. Okay, I might die as a result, but I think... right, yeah, we should probably just in case. You never know. There we go. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect, and the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over. Your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin navigating its maze of corridors. God, I'm starting to feel like my Game Master days again. No, that was some time ago. Yes, I was a killer GM. But did you expect anything else? Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anybody's chest feel tight? I certainly can't say I'm for dark and stuffy places. This is much more suited for a cat, if I do say myself. Yeah, but the cat we have is a jerk. In case you didn't know, I picked Speak with Animals. And I always will. Ah, yes. Hello, DRM Labs. I'm hoping you got to this. We found out, by the way, that if I don't advertise it, it works. Evil gods smiling on us, or not frowning. Yeah, Grace is Gretchen right here, so let's keep going. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because the child miners, or should I say the minor miners. Yep, that's actually true. This would have been built in the time that the mine owners would have preferred to hire children because they wouldn't have to make the tunnels quite as large. Right, so every time you hear about the miners getting killed, just remember some of them haven't reached 15 yet when we go over the history of this place. Hadn't at the time. Nika visibly shudders. Great, child ghosts. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but there's one way to make sure you get haunted. It's cracking jokes about the dead child laborers or walking on their graves. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Friend, you just got, like, Duke killed last episode with that. Maybe we should let her stay behind. I'll go in Kanika. I can't believe you come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. You haven't stopped doing that. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for viewers. Did you find anything? Yeah, the things we do for content. I wish. If this place with Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down, but all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Well, maybe they don't like you. The deeper you progress in the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though the place was abandoned over a century ago. Which means that she came through here. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh, that, or, oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I found a spooky ghost there, ended up being some very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for example. Right, could find a bear or two. Oh, right, rabid bats. That too. Yeah, spelunking is like the second most dangerous, natural, how do I put this? Spelunking, deep sea diving, and skydiving. 3 ways to get yourself killed real fast. Say, what's the big idea? Oh, fuck, I forgot about this. Yeah, we were sleeping here. Shut the lights off, you nosy bastards. I am so sorry for my companion. Stella means well, I assure you. This is why you live. Dog tells the bats to leave you alone. These guys got me real good last time I was here alone. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Fantastic Worlds, but let the interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from the safety of Stella Arms in a horrible place like this. Well, yeah, you got Duke killed last time. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Like, yeah, she's the one with the... Oh god, they both have anxiety. Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was death. Of that I am certain. No, death's usually quieter. That was... I have no idea what that was. Does that sound like knocking to you guys? Hey, we got Tommy knockers! Not the Stephen King version. I don't think you're going to find a UFO down here. That's got to be a Tommy knocker, right? The mine's collapsing. We should hurry and find Rosalina. You're all being babes. Totally no normal cave songs. All right, so I'm going to go with the Tommy knocker. Because, well, of course we have to. We read about it in the damn book. We're going to use it. There's going to be a Tommy knocker, right? You know, maybe it is. To think there might actually been something down here and I just missed it the first time around? Well, that's because the protagonist is here. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. Here we are, the Scooby Gang. And that is our Scooby. Does it make me Fred or Shaggy, though? Because we both got our Velma and Daphne here. The 3 of you were interrupted by a second, less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, that's not a ghost. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. Came from this way. Follow me. All right, scene shift. All right, that you and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Okay, we found the other Scooby Gang. There are literally 5 of them. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. Sound okay, guys? What the hell are you all doing in here? What are you doing here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alex. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. If I want an echo, I'd yell in the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. This is not accurate. We're here to make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Your dad's looking for you. Chill out, Kanika. They're just teens. Alright, so... Are we going with insulting, or are we going with... Your dad's looking for you? I'd say we make... Yes, it is a bad idea, but I am full of bad ideas. Not to mention there are 9 of us doing it! I don't know her name, by the way. Spoiler. If I wanted the echo, I yelled to Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? I'm 15, you loser. Who are even you? That's Fantastic Worlds, Tabitha's cousin. Rosalind, your dad is worried sick about you. Yeah, she's got that. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you be hanging out in an old mine to be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Yeah, cool. We need to find the Maxwell place, too. Let's find every dangerous component we can find in this place. Because no one usually comes in here. Duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we're going to have to make an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. Screw it. Go to my cousin's place. Nobody goes there. I don't even want to go back there. I think I've spent... what is it now? Nearly 40 hours trying to avoid actually going home. Yeah, I'm chilling with one of these two. That's all there is to it. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalind. That's messed up. I think it qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't want him telling me where I can be. He's your goddamn dad. You're doing better than most of the parents in this story so far. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? Fall break. And we're not kids. Kids. God, they call people in 20s kids these days. Yeah, we're teens. Yeah, that means you're kids that don't even know any other better. The wonderful teen period. Between this and terrible twos. Young pups these days, absolutely no respect for the elders. You don't get me, Gretchen. You were probably sassing your elders. Are those strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? I want to know. Do we have a bar in this town? I think we've actually found one. The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Well, we have a budding bartender. Oh no, I know this isn't you, Miles. It better not be you. That's right, that's her younger brother. Oh. So, you try to give away chips, and you're making margaritas out of the stuff you steal from the, store. Great, you're just total. I will not use that word. I would be demonetized immediately. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. Hey, but you know what? We're adults and you're minors. It feels good to be on the other side of that power dynamic. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone ever comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so it's fine. I got the sulking down, I think. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cabin as Kanika tears into her brother. Screw it, I'm not looking uncomfortable. Dude needs a work ethic. Not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would do to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if you ever think of us stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he was, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Yeah, kid? Something non-fatal? I'm not gonna stop on you. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere no one's supposed to bother us? Do you guys, like, have canned margaritas? Ish. Stopped drinking a while back. Just lost track of things, so I didn't realize that you had canned margaritas these days. I think I'd ever drink one. Miles, I'll try to assist around your sister. I'd love to help you all sort this out, but maybe we can do it not in an abandoned coal mine. Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? Kids have their fun. Kids want to make decisions. That's bad on them. This is what you do for fun. So maybe the ditchlings were kind of inevitable. All right. Okay. So choices here. I'm going to narrow it down a bit to speed it up, but cheer out, Miles. Don't do this in an abandoned coal mine. Or sorry, no. We'll switch over to Miles, underage drinking, or the ditchlings. Which one do you want to see? Simp for Neeks. I think you mean tell Miles to be more responsible. Ditchlings? Okay, we got a tie now. If nobody else speaks up, I will be the tiebreaker. Okay, so give us a chance, I believe. So we're gonna do the ditchlings. This is what I all do for fun around here. Maybe the ditchlings were kind of inevitable. Y'all, I'm not having fun. I'm the opposite of fun. Yeah. Oh my god, stop talking about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. My dad is foreman at the construction mill, and he says the only reason they stopped using this tunnel is because there wasn't enough coal left. Yeah, but nobody's been maintaining it, Becca. Did these look like intact to you? I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alex, he got promoted last month. He says this place is totally safe. We can hang here anytime we want to. No, that's a complete lie. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy the place is. You're gonna knock the whole place down, aren't you? The team with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut in the ceiling. Okay, Darwin Award. Oh, that was the knocking we heard earlier. One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane. Cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. Wait. Yeah, that's your 10th grade. It's not really much of an insult. Oh, no offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Okay, this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Why are you all fighting me to stay on down here? I don't know. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? We're adults. It's our responsibility to keep these knuckleheads alive long enough to be able to make smart decisions. We live in a society. Now wow, the sad 20-somethings are fighting. What a surprise. Dude, 20 was like so far back in my rearview mirror. Oh, kid. The only reason you're not sad is because you're not smart enough to understand what's going on. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad around me. Absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. And the dog and I agree. Oh, letting a clickbaity YouTube channel, you're around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. You picked the wrong thing to insult. Anyways, Rosalina's not going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. Oh, right, the haunting. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll get to the haunting this time around. They got a hot plate and a couple of cots in the back room. It's actually a pretty sick setup. Yeah, I have lived in worse places, and screw it. Put me in the back room of the goddamn library. I'll have that thing read in about 6 weeks. I'll go to my own place now, but kind of channeling my younger version. Remember, the younger version of me, which is supposedly this person, was at the time living in the crappy apartment that I already described in episode 1. Times have changed. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. This is not better. Caves are the stuff we got away from in the Stone Age. Oh no, this is about your house being haunted. Oh, wow. Alright, do we spill the tea and let him know about the house being haunted? This one's probably kind of important for relationship building. Have my coffee. 1 vote yes. I'll give it a few more. I'll give it a little bit longer. Oh, you don't know, my area, by the way, is in extreme heat, and they're surrounded by wildfires. So I'm just... one of the reasons I'm doing these type of episodes are the ones who do heavy processing. Alright. Since I only have, I think, 3 viewers at the time, and there's 2 votes yes, that kind of means we spill the tea. Oh no, this is about your house being haunted, isn't it? No! Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? Ooh. This one's actually kind of important too. Do we lie and say the dad told you that? The thing is, he did. So this is kind of an odd thing. He told us about the house being haunted, and we'd already decided that we were going to, we decided already we're going to, investigate at some point. So this is an error, because textually we should say yes, and that shouldn't be a lie. Who is Pixel, anyways? No, the cat! Oh, that's it. So this was correct. The cat told us. And they just assume we're psychic. Yep. Yeah, we don't want them to know about the cat thing to go crazy about that. Alright, so, okay. So we'll go with yes. Technically, it's not a lie. Why did you say it like that? Such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore. He's lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about people's families. Isn't it, like, bullying or something? You can't really tell who's who and who's talking, unfortunately. I mean, Miles and Rosaline are pretty easy. This is the doofus, Zane. But these two, not sure which is which. Shut up, Zane. Oscar never invited us to check out when you... Oscar actually invited us to check it out when you saw him earlier today. Right, this is the veil, by the way. I refer to that when mundanes start noticing things that aren't right. They will start editing things in their mind to make it so. So right now, Stella has reconnected her memories to believe that it was, in fact, Oscar. Becca, thank you. Becca's a hoodie girl. Yeah, to reconnect the memories to edit out the fact that the cat told us. Even though that she's starting to believe we can talk to animals, it's still too much for her. She's reconnected. I have no idea what Kanika's doing. Oh my god, is that like a bat on her symbol on her thing? Okay, she's a DC fan. Anyways, so yeah. The thing is, people edit it out because they don't want to deal with it. After all, if you have to believe there are ghosts exist, it completely changes your paradigm. And trust me, I've seen this a lot. Used to do the ghost hunting bit. In fact, I still have a freaking unlocked episode about my ghost period. Supposed to be last Halloween. I guess I'll be saving it for this Halloween, and hopefully the experience I have with the lore episodes will mean I will pull this one off. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there is, but Becca's right. I just wish he'd be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. I'm sorry, you're hiding in the middle of a freaking cave from everything. That is not adult behavior. All right, I'm not going to weigh in this. This is between you and your dad. The two of you should talk it out. I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. You're right, Oscar, treat you like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost? Be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Remain silent. Okay. The house wasn't haunted. How do you know there isn't a ghost? And not going to weigh in on this. Which of the three? My default will be... Top one? Alright. My default will be how do you know there isn't a ghost, but we've got one vote against it, so it's no default. So, if there's nothing else, in a few seconds, we will go with... the adult thing. Oh well. You know me, I always like to pursue the paranormal. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalind's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Hey, let the professionals do this. Whatever gets you delinquents out of this mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. I look forward to breaking your mundane, ignorance. I can use the usual word. Oh, so Rosalind lives there. She can't, like, break into her own house. Technically... It's not her house. Her father could press charges, I guess, so that would be really bad. Look at me, I've shifted to PG-13 mode. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet you we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalind, you can always stay over at my place until Stella ghost busts your place. Hey, we've got a date for ghost busting. We got a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are you talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Where is a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no. There is not a ghost. Now that I'm going to drag my shithead brother back home, I suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets anyone terrible fates that tend to meet the abandoned mines. Like that. Here we go. He is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. He will knock 4 times. Get it right. That wasn't me, I swear. What was it? Come on, Stella. You didn't have a whole list of perfectly good natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening right over the last few days. What if this is our one chance to get a solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going to go after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper in the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Look, split the party. Neeks takes the kids out. Stella and I go in. Wait a minute. Where are the 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Look, get the supplies, or the lantern, and... God, I need my elvish sword of great antiquity. Oh, history. Zork reference. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed him sneak off. Miles, kick Niall's ass for me. Kanika, I noticed him sneak off, and I'm like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. Oh, no, 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 no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I might be able to get these hips through there, though. It's probably for the best, dear. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come here and ruin our good time. The mine's safe. We've been here 1,000,000 times. Right. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, we're totally safe. Okay, Darwin Award. Whatever, you two. I go to a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we need to catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these two out of here by fantastic rolls, track them down, Neeks? Perfect. Look, I know I made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Well, you should be up there to tell people to look for us or our bodies. Or what if you run into something really normal down there and you think it's a ghost and I miss out my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, knuckleheads, if I don't escort you two out of here myself, I can trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure, whatever. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. I crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Oh, okay. Maybe next time. Whatever. I still have my dailies to anyway, so my service down here sucks. Yeah, what did you expect for service, dude? In the bottom of a mine. Kids. Good. Go. Miles and Zane quietly head up towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. Explore. What's the point of going after them? They couldn't listen to us. We could all just leave. Do I have to come with you? Alright. Hang on. Normally I would listen to a choice, but all of the explore options are us kind of whining. I hate whining. Yeah. What? Sir, we're like... Alright. I know this for a fact, by the way, because I had to look it up a few days ago, but you cannot get any radio signal through stone. So whatever service he's got has got to be awesome. I was studying whether or not you could use robotics for spelunking and mining services. No context for you. All right, let's do this. Yeah, that's the personnel we're going to. We absolutely... Oh, that reminds me of a... Sam, it reminds me of an fake ad from the old Saturday Night Live. We're talking really old school, like the 70s or 80s, and it said, Einstein Express, when you absolutely positively have to have it yesterday. Essentially going back in time for delivery service. The last one was somebody making sure that they sent back birth control pills to their girlfriend. Anyways, all right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're out of here. My treat. Yeah, I'm still poor. You and Kanika exchange a glance at Stella, ventures further. Yeah, that is a bat symbol. Venture deep into the mine. Now the kids will stay where we are, hopefully. As the three of you begin to move deeper into the mine, you hear 4! Gretchen, come on, don't be pedest. You hear echoes of... Speciest? You hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Rebecca, why are we doing this again? We could get into so much trouble. That's the whole point. Oh, we're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Considering the YouTube has now become the top platform for entertainment, I don't think this should be an insult. Whoa, that is so uncalled for. I agree. I didn't drop out. I went back to vet school so my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Yes. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTube doesn't have a sponsor? The one that doesn't sell out, Becca. That is the thing. Virtually all the people I watch now, with a single exception, have to do sponsorship. And I understand if it's their primary income, they got to do it. I got that. I just don't have to enjoy it. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice. They have plenty of ads. Gods. Unfortunately, I think every pro has to have a sponsor. And yeah, packaged meals are like huge when it comes to that. It's incredible. It's either packaged meals, VPNs, and do not get those VPNs. If any of you seriously want a VPN, put it in the comments and I will give you a couple of good ones. You don't want any of the ones like Surfshark or the ones who do it really cheap or so you get it free for a little bit, because what they do is that while they do protect your data from the other ones, they do collect it and they sell it, because that's how they make their money. Never, if it is free or virtually so, you are not the customer, you are the product. You okay, Kanika? Dang, meat rice, that's a big deal. I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm glad they're not gossiping about me. Well, that's because, like, these two are, of course, we've identified ourselves as a YouTuber ourselves. But, yikes, are you okay, Kanika? Alright, so my belief, since these are explore options, is that I'm going to... Remember, we have to lean in on Kanika, because we'd have previously established that if we are going to have a romantic pathway on this, it's going to be Kanika. Alright, so we're going to go with that option. Yikes, are you okay, Kanika? Yeah, it's fine. I just can't believe we have to deal with that Becca girl slandering us while we're sticking our necks out for her. God, I hate her. Normally I'd say she's just a kid, but wow, she doesn't have a canny ability to go right for the jugular. Alright. Do we want to go on about meat rice? It's 8G, tachyon based cellular networks. Okay, no preference, so let's hit it. Meat rice, it's a big deal. They're like an every big podcast. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It feels like a real big step for the channel. I'm so proud of you, Stella. All right. I press on. I do not want these kids. I believe these kids' opinion of me is irrelevant. You quietly press on. Another knock. Closer interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Followed by another. God damn it, my cousin's following us, isn't she? Is it just me, or is that knocking coming in the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalind. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Okay, cool. Hope you don't have kid death. I really don't like kid death. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. All right. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to need backup with us? What did they see? What if they're all doing the knocking? What if it's all some terrible Tommy knockers? Oh my god. All right. I am for one with the grounded thing, but the explore options may cut off as I do this. So, do we want to talk about the tunnel, whether or not we're sure we're going to meet back up with us? Do we want to talk about what did they see? Do we want to blame them? Do we want to talk about Tommy knockers? Do we want to throw sympathy, or do we want to whine? Because the grounding gets done. That's just it. There has to be some limits on behavior. We do live in a society. Didn't say it was a good society, but we do live in a society. Okay, while you guys are thinking about it, let's ground their butt. Yep, at least now we probably have to actually get them to leave. Look on the bright side, Fantastic Worlds. If we didn't come down here, we would have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. It doesn't have to be an abandoned mine, though. I find fine spooked literally anywhere else. Okay. If there's no preference, and hasn't been in a couple things, I'm probably going to hit him with the Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers, knocking on my door. Guys, Tommy knockers aren't real. But there's a reason people made those sounds. If it's not a coincidence, the whole Tommy knocker myth is tied to mine collapses. Are we sure? Yeah, it's the last one. We're sure the tunnel we went through is going to meet back up with us. I mean, we're still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're still heading in the same direction, which means there has to be a direct connection for the sound to pass through. Alright. Getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper in the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. Gotta hope our battery lasts. Tunnel abruptly ends in front of you. A centuries-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panic arguing echoing in the pitch-black corridors. Lord, tell me we aren't going down the deep dark hole. It doesn't smell right. Gretchen is religious? Alright. Well, it's the only way we found forward is that pit. It sounds like there's somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. Looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. I don't think I can climb down and hold Gretchen. Alright, I'm not going to argue that ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Stella and I are doing the A team. You've got the B team. Tell the hoister over the edge it means to climb down. I've got my paws crossed for you too. Follow Stella. You walk the ladder and climb down. We're going to regret this. Stay safe, Fantastic Worlds. Yep, we got points going in the romantic relationship in that direction. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure I thought you'd be down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyways. Great. Yeah, how a group performs under stress is going to tell you whether or not they're a good group or not. This is not a good group. Unfortunately, when you have a bunch of exiles together, the only thing they have in common is that nobody likes them. Allow me to borrow a line from Sam from Freeman's Mind, which is the great granddaddy of all of this sort of thing. Which he said, I have brushed past the Grim Peepers so often we might as well do high fives when it comes through. Alright. Becca? Yeah, they're getting close, alright. It sounds like they're really lost. Wait. I guess it must be she's shouting downward. She can hear us because of the echoes, Kanika. Voices around you, those of teens or companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, that you don't hear it. You can feel it in your chest like the deep growl of a predator. It's a bear! You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Okay, now we're getting the cursed lineage. Hey, are you alright, Fantastic Worlds? Dollar reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. The hell? Oh my god, we wandered in the darkest dungeon? Yeah, it's like the... Fantastic Worlds, are you alright? Oh, that makes perfect sense. We're the lineage of the people who caused them to die in here. The ghosts hate us. We're fucked. Oh, well, that's my one F word. Okay, you get one F word with Paint G13. Oh, thank God, you're still alive. Look like you had a seizure or something, and you conked out. He's okay, Kanika. Thank God. Why did the glowing stuff... Alright, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are going to get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. Thank you. I did try the mystic part, but it just made me so much whinier in the beginning that was just like, what the hell? We're going with the hot thing, though. I can go like it better. But don't die on me, alright? Don't leave me down here with the wraiths. You fade out of consciousness the moment your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up your elbows, head still swimming from your visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Look, guys, I'm the black sheep. Through it, you once hear and see the panicked voice of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. Okay, so the ghosts don't want the kids, they just want me. If you're so sure, why didn't you just leave? I can't believe Alexis talked us into inviting you in the first place. Okay, I'm fighting against the noise here. Gonna go down temporarily for a moment. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Alright, split up. Smart. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. Just she wouldn't lie. Sorry, Rosalina. Okay, Rosalina's gonna live. The incredible, desperate voices of the teen are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sounds. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passage to your left. She's out of breath and looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just want Alexis to think I was cool. Never do that. Cool is a thing that you do that affects other people. It does not work when you're doing things for other people. Trust me on that. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Black and X are still down there. We can't just leave them there. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. Their dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You know, long mine collapses on you. Okay. Big choice, people. Do we pull out? Do we do what's in hand and leave, or do we risk everyone? Now, according to survival training, option A. Rosalie and I should pull out. Beck and Alexis chose to be down here. They're on their own. We'll have to get the search and rescue team to get them later. If we do that, we don't save 2, we could possibly lose 4. But we can also roll the dice and hope we get everybody back. Also, I might be the one causing the collapse, so my absence may be better for Becca and Alexis. So, what's the decision? Okay, we've got one vote for Bolt. Anyone else? All right. Since I agree with them, we are going to Bolt. You reach out to Rosalina. Cutting your losses is the achievement. Leslie, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. The mine is coming apart. We can't go after them. They made their choice. Your dad wouldn't want you to die down here. Come to this. Rosalie, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about this. People who know what they're doing can go back for them after we're all safe. What if they don't make it? What if it's the only chance I have to help them? Grab her and start running. She hesitates, you move towards her. Alexis, Becca, this is the way out. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. Okay, let's go. And we pull. Grabs her hand, the two of you start climbing. Not at the same time. Send her up first. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, although you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and the winding passageways of the mine. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalind's desperate shouts. The two of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry, I left you guys. The knocking is deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. Continue. You continue to push forward. Your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. There comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. Push through. And there it is. Freedom. We are gone. You and Rosalind manage to squeeze to the entrance as the walls of the mine come crashing down. And that means we made the right choice. Ooh. Gonna be a tragedy for the town, but I didn't cause it. I don't think. Unless the undead did it, because I was there. Yeah, this could be my fault. Technically not a direct child killer, just inspired child killing. We'll drink that out later. Alexis. Do you think the other two? Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there? Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Rosalind says. Rosalind, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I came as soon as I heard that crash. Where the hell have you three been doing? I thought I gave you very specific instructions, Fantastic World. Stay in one place until I finish my meeting. I was only gone for like an hour, and here you are on the site. It looks like a deadly mine collapse. Well, you know. I'm bad luck. Tabby, come on. It's not Fantastic World's fault. Stella's right. If it's anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property, and it was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. Are we fighting? If those two kids in there are dead, their blood is on your hands, Tabitha Scarlet. There are kids in there? I'm going to deal with their parents, aren't I? I hate dealing with parents. You fucking bee. Really? We're thinking about liability here. I'll get the rescue crew before I beat you to death and take over the mine myself. Also, how dare you? It's not like I put up a neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You three were up here, weren't you? Why didn't you do something to get them out of there? Be their best. Ooh, cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the only reason there's 2 kids instead of 5. Tabitha writes, cool everyone. No, 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 no. Pointing fingers. Tabitha said the coal baron. There's no bother with asking with her. Screw it. I'm not dealing with boiled over emotions right now. Cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the reason there's only 2 kids in there instead of 5. At least you're alive, and stuff for thinking is even worse, I guess. Oh, gods. When we get private, Kenneth, I'm gonna rip you apart. What heartfelt apology. Come on, guys. Arguing this isn't going to help those kids. I know it feels cathartic to point fingers and yell, but it doesn't actually do anything. I'm with Stella. You're right. I'm going back to camp. We'll be back with some men. And they can start digging. Cute. State police. Hello? Ambulance. Hello? Do you know anything about anything, Tabitha? Or you just, like... Right, she's an insane stalker. I'll call Earl. Takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives and men in a machine to start digging through the rubble. You and Stella and Kanika take a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Explore. Do you think they're all right? I can't believe you left me down there. Ditchlings, your vision, entities in the mine. All right. We're going to go with the vision entities. We're not going to go with the ditchlings. So technically we haven't seen them. I am probably going to say... I'm not going to say this. There's no point in speculation. But I'm probably going to do visions and entities unless there's a bit of a... anyways, an issue. There's a stone carving in the wall of the pit. It gave me some sort of vision. How all this happened this place. Are you sure it wasn't just an auto-suggestion? We talked about the mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. Fantastic World had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It means like something out of a movie. Because he passed out or had a seizure doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. Okay. Entities. Something like shadows of dead miners, saw some ghosts, everything happened there in the main chamber where I saw the carving. Are you sure those were not okay? So... I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. They were right behind Stella just before the two of you left. Did you guys not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt your experience, but I couldn't see anything down there in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella, everything happened around the main chamber. Everything happened there around the center on the main chamber where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base with the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but that thing felt old. Yeah. Are you sure those weren't Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, but I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Okay. I am not going to be, I am totally not going to be whining about that. But maybe get the ditchlings. Let's do the ditchlings connection. Do you think it's over? Is that our ditchling problem? No, if you flip it, that wasn't the end of our ditchling problem, right? I can't imagine how much worse it could get, but I think you're right. We've seen a lot of unanswered questions, too, even more than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. This is all still a little too magic for me. Because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? Alright, we will go to Becca and Alexis. You think Becca are going to be okay? There were survivors in that last collapse. At least Rosalind is safe. Thank God. If you didn't pull Rosalind out when you did, you all might have wound up buried down there, which is exactly why I did that. That was going to be my default, because yes, it is safety training. You count your casualties and you save what you can. I think you did the right thing. What happens now? Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk yet. What happened down there? I mean, we could do the whole thing where we give Rosalind some props. That's not bad. Okay, I'm not going to brag. We do not brag. I do say, have you met the kids, though? That could do it. We're not going to do the whole haunted house thing, because I don't really need to make him feel bad. So any suggestions? Do we praise Rosalind? Or do we tell him about something terrible? All right, we're not going to do a terrible thing in this. Wait, he is the librarian. We could be pulling a Giles here and make him one of the team. Any suggestions? And I realize that some of you may not know what I mean by Giles. He was a librarian character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was a show I did like once upon a time. Unfortunately, I learned what happened behind the scenes, and yeah, the luster fades away. Alright, so we're going to go with praising Rosalina, since we haven't gotten any notes. You stuff for yourself. You should be proud. He's a good kid, Oscar. Thanks. Have you met the kids? Yeah, Rosalind's lived when she was 2, so you basically grew up with them. They're a little older than her, and yeah, they get into some trouble, but I didn't think they were bad kids or anything. Just arrived, so main suggestion is remember Rule 8. Try not to get killed. That's Rule 1. Yeah, you missed it. We had a catastrophe occur, and we had a choice of trying to guaranteedly saving one person or risking 4 lives to save 2. We went with option A because we are pragmatists, and yeah, those kids went down to that mine of their own will. They're always so polite to me, especially Alexis, that poor girl. I always act like the dog someone had kicked. And now she's in there. It's not right. It's gonna be okay, Oscar. I'm gonna... Alright, don't confirm this for me, people who played the game, but I wonder if we get trapped in there if we try to go in. None of them deserve this. They're not bad kids. They shouldn't let them hang there. Breakfast in trouble. Alright. They are... Okay, Miles is a bad kid, but he survived. I didn't know what they were expecting. I'm gonna deserve this. Not fair that's a bad thing with kids so young. Just not fair. Something terrible in that mine. I think it was Tommyknockers. I can't believe they're actually real. But I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we went down there. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. I've just been able to provide her more stability. She wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I think she's trying to get the whole away from the whole haunted house situation, which means we're going to kick that ghost's butt for doing this, being partially responsible. Do I want to talk about the haunted house? Yeah. You have to understand that I'm not making it up. There's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. I couldn't let it hurt her since I didn't know how to get rid of it. I set up back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it'd be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this is all because of that house. And because of me, because I've been able to fix this. I wish she could just understand. We believe you. You don't have to be alone in this. We can help. God damn it. We're doing the teamwork thing. You don't have to be alone in this. We can help. Yeah, we're totally helping get rid of your ghost. Or more likely, we'll figure out what the non-ghost thing actually is. Either way, we're here for you. Thanks, you guys. It really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Good lord, we're in the middle of a Lovecraftian light horror story. It's fine, dude. Oh. And hi, mutant. I forgot to say that before I replied. Apologies on that. Dad, it must be so mad at me. No, Rosalind, no. Of course I'm not mad at you. You two work this out. I'd be slightly different. Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's an exit somewhere? Oh, you hear the shrieking in the background? Oh, whoa. That's right. I forgot to put the sound back up. My apologies on that. Yeah, well, the thing is, I have the idea for creation, Sam, that everything you make should be the rough draft, or the learning experience for the next. A constant state of artistic evolution. Because otherwise, you're just stagnating. There are only two methods a structure or goes through. Evolution or de-evolution. There's no such thing as stasis. Rosalina, I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just didn't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and you're safe. You couldn't have gone back for them, right? We couldn't have made it out if we went back. You're right. We wouldn't have made it back out if we... You're right. We wouldn't have made it out if we went back for them. They don't deserve to be down there. Why should I have made it out when they didn't? This isn't about what people deserve, Rosa. You have no idea how grateful I am that you're still here. It's not fair, Dad. It's just not fair. Well, it's not fair. Or, more accurately, it is 100% fair. And we are all shown no favor. I know, Rosa, I know. But I think the best thing you can do is your friends right now, until you get out of here, is to enjoy the life you had. Also, treat her for shock. Thanks. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm going to do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're going to have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad, we're on the case. We'll be okay, I promise. I'm going to take her home. I guess to see the three of you tomorrow, and thank you, Fantastic Worlds. You have no idea I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. So you don't need to brag. You know. But yeah, we now have our team. We have the 5-man band, as it's called, with the 6th ranger, as it were. We have the leader, which is us. We have the Lancer, which is Kanika, because the Lancer is the one who opposes the leader, but also supports them. Essentially, the kind of the Han Solo to Luke Skywalker, as it were. And of course, we've got our smart guy, the librarian. Our big guy is going to have to fall under Stella because she's the one who takes all the risk, although she probably isn't the most toughest one. And of course, we have the chick, which would be the emotional support one, which is Rosalina. Plus the team pet. As Oscar and Rosalina live, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over you. Oh yeah, there's the big bad. All right, Fantastic World. So I'm intercept digging. We're going back to the estate. You are staying your ass here and looking over. Now hold up a minute, Miss Scarlet. Wait, Sheriff Earls. That's Sheriff Earls' voice. Mind if I have a quick word with your cousin, Miss, in private? Oh, this is going to be bad. All right, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try to pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. He's got the money in town. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Well, Every's not my type. Remember, we did a vote on it. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, I can wait. We all know where to find you. Oh, there's a subtle threat, Hugby. What do you want? What a coincidence. Running you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Fantastic Worlds. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was a special bowling night, you see. Man's got to have his me time. But I was briefed from the events of last night, even though we're not sure what on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing, then. We have found neither hide or hair of him. Could be an extended hunting trip. I saw him die. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get the camera working. No way to confirm until we tracked him down. Now, I understand both these are terrible, unfortunate accidents, had nothing to do with being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand we get a little suspicious when you see the same face multiple times in a row. I got hit by that when I was younger. I happened to get stopped for... No, it wasn't even speeding. The first time was speeding, the second time was busted taillight. And the cop decided that I had to be a criminal because she'd seen me 2 times in a week. I was like, okay, you people's programming. I mean, they're taught to be suspicious of everybody and everything, but there also should be a little critical thinking in there. And we have to ask, what exactly were teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family, and why were you down there with them? You gotta understand where we're coming from. 2 kids, 15 and 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead, and you were on the premises. Whether or not there was merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we gotta do our diligence here. Okay. I don't have to talk to you, I know my rights. That is the correct decision, by the way. Never talk to the cops without an attorney nearby. Your attorney, obviously, without having to be specific. And I don't mean a public defender. Hang on. Sorry, I need to adjust that. Alright, so... yeah. I'm, however, going to do what's a little riskier and turn this one on its head and counterattack, as it were. Unless, of course, yep, Sam says don't talk to cops. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on the explore thing. Then we're trying to do... Alright, I'll get to your questions, but we need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines here. That seems an awful lot of deflection to me, wouldn't you say so, Earl? This is a nice town. People go on stalking strangers in this part. So we got it. That's one probe to determine that they are actually prejudiced against me. Drop it. Decide to drop it. Now, can you tell what happened down there? I know my rights. Unless you decide to accuse me of something, I'm not answering any more of your questions. And for the record, I haven't done anything wrong. My apologies, Dennis Squirrel, just being thorough. Boom. They cannot actually compel you to speak to them unless you're under arrest. And if you're under arrest, they must Mirandaize you, at least still to the date of this recording, as they're trying to undo Miranda in the Supreme Court at this point. Or have they? God, I need to keep better track of that, but the world's just going to hell fast. Yeah, that's it. Boom. Don't talk to cops. The only thing I did was probe, counter-probe, as it were, to make sure what their temperament was, and their temperament is against us. Now that we know our rights, we've proven that, you're thinking, oh shit, does this person have a lawyer? They can't legally compel you to talk. They cannot do that. Now, they may do so illegally, especially in these days, as they're getting away with more and more, but you can also have the testimony thrown out as being poisoned. So, the more you know. Our duty as officers of the law, but will the EVB clearly is not much to be discussed. We'll be in touch. I think I got the voices wrong there for a moment. Deputy Dixon tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine. Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, this is all an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Technically, it's my fault, I think, for being the bloodline of the individuals who just condemned them to death. Oh, hey, I guess the cops are done with you. What are they going to take you in for? Being president in an accident? Sorry to give you a hard time. Small count cops, you know. Yeah, I know. Trust me. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Yes, but which God? Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Fantastic Worlds? Really rather you didn't. If you're going to run around getting you killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. He can make his own decisions. Hey, I'm standing right here. Not while it's under my roof. Fuck you. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, dragging you towards the car. Yeah, okay, so I was thinking about, where are you kidnapping me? I really do not like Tabitha under any circumstances. I think she's written to be to that, but yeah, we're gonna go with, I think, kidnapping me unless there's a protest. Are you kidnapping me? Don't be ridiculous. I'm taking you home. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. I will snark her. Tabitha doesn't say a word as you car cuts on the darkened road. Try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness she drives, wary of what may lurk beyond the tree line. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Why you still like that? Didn't you used to be friends? You and Kanika don't seem to get along. You think Bex is okay? I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. Okay, we're going with option bottom. Like I said, anybody has a preference for the explorers. I will not apologize under any circumstances. I do not care about how she's holding up because she's pretty much a sociopath. I'm doing terribly. She doesn't care. She's a sociopath. Why does she still like that? Didn't you used to be friends? Let's do some probing. How's that? Now let's talk about Stella. Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella. It's none of your business anyways. And Kanika don't get along. She pushes my buttons. I like her. Good for you. She doesn't like me. Do you think they're okay? We don't know for days at the earliest. Their parents should have kept tighter reins on them. I never got in any trouble like this when I was a teen. I have Pearly Ann to thank for that. Yes, but you're a bitch. Hated all the time, but strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? Because I am interrogating you. You can tell my stuff. I'd like to know about you. Soft interrogation! And about Pearly Ann, for that matter. Tabitha says nothing, mouth suddenly sealed as she fixes her eyes on the road ahead. I just don't think... Alright, I can't... I did nothing about the parents. I have known nothing about it. I've got to focus on the road. I don't appreciate being dragged off. It's been a long day, Fantastic World. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? After all the havoc you've caused, you kind of lucky start yourself a place to sleep tonight. Nope, we're done. Unless anybody wants me to do an apology. No, I'm not doing an apology. I don't care. God damn it. Your eyes wander back the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back in silence. Oh god, here we are again. You once again cross the threshold of the estate, the munchy stench of decaying mansion greeting you with undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Why'd you even invite me here? It seems like you hate me. It's like I've caused you nothing but grief in the moment I left the town. I don't hate you. I'm just trying to get through the week, the same as you should be doing. I just don't want to get hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. Wait, is the possum there? As you collapse on Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head into thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Kanika, these are those things, right? The picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them too again. Another picture, this time of staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to be here than the mine collapse. No way am I sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window. At this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from the evening is finally wearing off, replaced by the creepy exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures at your phone. If it wasn't for the pit of dread, John Bali, you would feel comfortable as you sit. You'd almost feel comfortable as you settle into the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. Better off on the floor. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. That's not my problem. Your eyes shoot back, your heart pounds, the door to your room swings open. Oh, hi. Feed the ditchlings a fresh protagonist and they'll cheer right up, right? Just the cat. It's always just the cat. That is technically a cat scare, although I wasn't scared. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. It's nice to see a living being, even if it was unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. I'm not comforted, but I know if anything supernatural shows up, they will scream and run. Alright. Oh god, dream sequence. Oh, this is probably the end of the episode. Wow, we actually sped through this one. Wait, are we creeping? No, it's dream seek. Why did I call it a dream seek? Not us. Yeah, cats do think of themselves as gods. That is the derpiest cherub face. So, one of our people, well, somebody is still alive from our family who is running the show behind Tabitha. She says she doesn't want us to get hurt. I don't think she means from the monsters. Ooh boy. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Tommy Knocker, Palvino, Jane Goodall. I guess that's me doing all the talking with animals. If you'd like to continue this world state in episode 1, please save your game now. Got it. Alright, so I think it's going to be our episode for the day. Sorry if you confirmed it late and it's only a few minutes. My apologies. Unfortunately, the situation on my internet is so derpy that I can't give a set time. Last time I tried that, the last 2 times it failed. So unfortunately, you're going to have to keep notifications up if you want to catch this as you can. So I apologize for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so again, when I called this a cursed lineage Lovecraftian story, yeah, it does turn out to be that way, doesn't it? So a lot of these earlier stuff was about cursed lineage. Technically, Shadow over Innsmouth is a cursed lineage tale. So is the Lurking Horror. So is, I'm not going to mention the racist one. Medusa's Lock was also about that, but again, also racist. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them where somebody finds out that their bloodline is tainted by some supernatural curse or a cursed bloodline, and then, you know, the horrors come from them. In this case, apparently, since we're a descendant of Shaw, all of the guys who got killed by Shaw's mind collapse want us dead, and they took the opportunity to take a snag at it while we were there and might have killed 2 kids in the process. Not good. So what we're going to be finding out, of course, is that we'll slip over to episode 3, probably in a couple of weeks, and I don't know if we'll finish that one, because we did 2 episodes for episode 2, we'll probably another 2 there, probably, hopefully. Episode 4 is supposed to come out before Halloween. We should be able to do that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. This is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Scarlet Hollow. Lovecraftian light journey into the damned. Of the damned. Yeah, I think we're technically the damned in that one. Anyways, and of course, like, share, subscribe. If you like it, down below will be links to the Gumroad payment platform when I put this up as a regular episode. And of course, you become a supporter and get additional material because this was a episode chosen by our supporters. And for this month, because it's technically still our August's episode due to the fact that I'm dealing with climate change causing my entire neighborhood, causing my state to burn down. Which messes up my ability to process or to get good internet. So yeah, hopefully as the rains will come and it will make things a bit easier. By the way, if you don't know, I've actually dropped the lore episode I've been promising forever, called the Simulator, and I've already started the script for the next one, and hopefully with like I said, the ability to process episodes again, I will be dropping that after we do the next run for Shadows of Forbidden Gods, because we have the next god to go through, and they've included the concept of religion. Yes, there are now holy orders in this, and you can corrupt them to the dark side and make them do your bidding. Or, if you leave them as be, they'll try to stop you from destroying the world. So you get to see how I deal with the concept of religion as an evil god of madness on Saturday, I believe. And again, probably have this episode up around Wednesday as a standard episode. And yeah, I hope you liked it. So have a good day / night wherever you are, and I will see you next time.